Hi guys, welcome to ProDivinity 1111. This reading is for water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I'm trying to combine the elements or the signs under an element so I can do more of these and get them out to you quicker. So again, this is for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is a love or relationship reading where we look at your wants, their wants, similarities, differences, and compatibilities. I draw a few, actually 7 tarot cards and then a couple oracle angels and a couple romance angels. So let's get started. Feel free to skip forward through the laying out of the cards. It's totally fine. And this is a general, so take what applies and just forget the rest, okay? Don't even think about things that don't resonate for you, that are not meant to be for you. So let's get going. What are your wants in the relationship? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What are your wants in the relationship? Oh, too many cards. And just so you know, this is really, it could apply to a relationship that you've been in for a while. Okay, I'm gonna take these. Or if it's a new relationship, or so I usually draw one per position. I'm gonna take both of these. Or this could be someone you're just dating. Doesn't matter. However it applies to you. So your wants. We have the Tower and the Hangman. Their wants are, let's see how we get this. Their wants is the Knight of Wands, in this relationship. What are your differences? What are the differences between the two of you? Two of Wands, okay. What are the similarities? Too many. Okay, this one fell out. I'm just gonna scooch these up a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so the similarities are King of Cups. All right. Now the middle column is going to be compatibility. Let's get a card for emotional compatibility. Let's see, how is our emotional compatibility? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Page of Wands. Okay. Okay. Just deal with the crookedness, guys. What is your physical compatibility? One card for physical compatibility. Oh, Butterfingers. 7 of Pentacles. Well, we have this for air as well. Okay, and the last card for mental compatibility. King of Swords. Did we get it all? No? Okay, cool. And then the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. Really nice. Let's get, and these are already shuffled, but I just like to do a little bit on screen and camera. So we're going to draw 2 Oracle Angel cards. We've got overcoming difficulties. sensitivity. Very nice. And then 2 oracle angels for romance. 2 romance oracle cards. One more for our water signs, okay? Getting to know each other and reconciliation. What exactly same cards? Guys, I shuffled like crazy, you saw that. Exactly same cards came out for air signs, so I don't know what that means. If you're, you know, figure it out. Okay, let's get started. So let's look at your wants in the relationship. Now, your wants in the relationship, the 2 major arcana flipped out, the Hanged Man and the Tower. Don't take this as a bad card. I love this card. So the Hanged Man is really about, you know, wanting to take a look at things from a different angle, a different perspective. Look at this person. He's not suffering at all. It's just like enjoying, just staying, relaxing, just, you know, taking a different perspective. And then there's this halo around him, which is about, you know, getting in touch with their intuition and just trying to look at things from a different perspective. So just stepping back, taking a better look and getting a better perspective. That's the Hangman. And then the Tower. The Tower is the beginning, the end of anything that was built on false foundation, but the beginning of something really stable. As, you know, the false tower falls, you get the chance, the opportunity to build on a very solid foundation. So with the 2 of these together, what it tells me about your wands in the relationship, that you are really, you know, kind of introspecting, like, what does it really mean to be in a healthy relationship? What is this relationship? What can you contribute? How can you rebuild if there are any issues? Or if it's something new and you're not even in a relationship, you're thinking about the person. It's like you're trying to see what is it gonna take to build that solid foundation. I want a long-lasting, true partnership. And for that, I need to be honest with myself in order to be honest with the other person. And again, these energies could be vice versa. So this could, you know, apply to the other person as well. But a very, very solid understanding and perspective of what you want in the relationship, okay? So I like these. I really like the Tower card a lot. Let's look at their wants in the relationship. And they are represented by the Knight of Wands. Now, wands are passions and desires, and sometimes also really, obviously chemistry, and a knight. So they're quite passionate and they want that fire in the relationship. They want to really make it click and for it to be like hot and fun and really moving forward. So they do have very clear desires to be together with you. So that's a good thing. That's always required, I would say, for a good relationship. In your differences, you have the 2 of Wands. Now, 2 of Wands is, you know, in this case, you see there's a male and a female. Again, the gender, it's general, and it's not specific to either or gender. But it's what it represents is really a couple, right? A pair. And when the 2 of Wands is usually the very stable stability card, but when it's in the differences, it's about one of you needs to make a decision. There's definitely very solid passion around, but either one of you is a little bit hesitant in taking the next step. So I think it's good to know that, you know, sometimes people need more time or they may not be sure, and that's okay. If this represents you, it's okay. Be patient. Just be open about, you know, your hesitations or your doubts, or just take it slow. If this is the other person, give them the space, is what I mean here when we talk about the 2 of Wands. But it's stable, it's stability. The difference is the level of the stability feeling might be a little different between the 2 of you. In terms of similarities, King of Cups, what a beautiful card to have in a, you know, a love similarity position, because a king is really true to their power, right? They are the highest, you know, character, I want to call them, in the court card. So we go from pages to knights to queens and kings. So they're higher in their hierarchy, which means they're pretty stable in what they want. And then the cups are emotionally aligned. This is really good because the King of Cups is someone who's very invested from their heart, okay? They are not like a King of Swords who will just make a cold-hearted decision, a cold-blooded decision, so to speak, but they really decide from their heart. So this, having this in your compatibility, on your, similarities position really tells that you're both very aligned and you operate from your heart, but also you're very mature individuals, or in terms of your similarities with each other, you're on the same level in terms of emotional maturity. So let's talk about, this is interesting because for emotional compatibility, we do have the Page of Wands. So I see quite a bit of wands here. When we have, the pages are more at the beginning of the journey of among the court cards. They are like the student, you know, or like the messenger or the intern, if you want to think, who will have to shadow, you know, who will learn from other people quite a bit. So when we have Page of Wands, again, this is more passion, desire, or chemistry. This kind of tells me that emotionally, you're probably a little bit early on in your journey together. You're trying to understand each other a little bit more. You're trying to understand each other's emotional needs a little better, and that is a good space to be in. So be in that learning attitude. Always be open to learning new things and being open to the other person, and vice versa. Express yourself and be open in saying how you feel, but also be respectful of the other person if they share something like that, right? So it's a good card to have in terms of like just a reminder, like be open not only about yourself but also about the other person. But this pages generally do move forward with learning, and then they do grow, but you have to be open to learn about each other's emotions. In terms of physical compatibility, you have the Seven of Pentacles. The air signs also got this one, and what this really means is that you want to work to please your partner. Like you would like to do things for them that would appeal to them, so physically connect with them. Is again, it's you know, smaller gestures or bigger plans that you make with them, but anything that makes them happy so you guys can have that chemistry. And this goes both ways. I feel like both of you actually want to put in the hard work. You want to work towards it. You want to have that relationship, and you understand it takes equal give and take. So this is again a card of hard work, but it shows me that you're both willing to work at it. And it makes sense because you may be early on in your emotional understanding of each other, and if you're still getting to know each other, obviously you need to, like, you know, work more at it in order to build your physical chemistry and compatibility as well. It's great. So then finally, let's look at our mental compatibility. Look at that, you got King. Oh, I was talking about the King of Swords. He was not in the emotional space, which is good, or the similarity. He shows up in the mental compatibility issue, so our position, which means that, again, both pretty strong, pretty stable mentally, you're intellectually driven, and you can cut through the nonsense, okay? You both have the ability to see through the BS and really call out what really matters, okay? So that's a pretty mature energy for you. And I like that this is in the mental compatibility energy. So, you know, your brain waves, you're on the same frequency. That is good. You know, your same frequency there. In general, you guys operate from your heart. What you need to work at is really being emotionally open and understanding the other person. And then obviously, as you grow through that, you're going to build through better and better physical compatibility. But this is pretty mature energy in terms of your mental compatibility. So let's see what the oracle cards have to say. The first one here is overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiel says the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Oh my God, this goes completely with the Tower and the Hangman in terms of your one. So this could be the current relationship and any things in the past, or this could be your previous relationship with some of the experiences that you've carried forward. So this talks about that is behind you. The choppy waters you've left those, you've overcome those. So this is a very good reinforcing card. I didn't even see like they went together. It's really good. And then the second one here is sensitivity. Archangel Haniel saying you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So again, you know, however you're feeling, just honor that self, open up yourself, be accepting of yourself, and that'll help you align with other people's energies as well. And in this case, really understanding, you know, that they're coming from here, they want a lot of passion, they want a lot of desire, physical connection as well, but you need to invest a little bit more emotionally. And if you're already good with your sensitive energies, then you know it's easier to connect the dots here. So very positive cards. I like these messages for you guys. And then the romance angels. The first card is getting to know each other. Why did I like this? Goes here perfectly. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So again, open up, talk about stuff. This is going to really help you guys. And then reconciliation. Again, this is going with the theme of the Tower, the Hangman, and overcoming difficulties. Take as it may fit you. Either it's reconciliation with the same person, or it's, you know, a past life connection. So somebody coming back from your past life. This could be someone from this lifetime with whom, you know, you're trying to reconcile, and maybe that's why there is more of this. But it could be either way. It's really about getting to know each other and having that acceptance and sensitivity and opening up to the other person. So I like that. I like these cards for you. So keep working at it. Congratulations on a good reading. I feel really good about this. I hope at least a couple messages made sense to you. If you want to get in touch, email me at ProDivinity1111.com. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.